Hi, I'm Gordie Brown, the drummer for the CARSON Band, and you're watching Rhythm Nation TV. Music was in our family. I'm from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and lots of violins, accordions, and the spoons. Yeah, there was always music around, even as a child. Used to watch the Ed Sullivan Show. My parents did, and they would call us to watch the show when the little mouse was on. Coco Gijo, I think his name was. And so us kids came running, watched the little mouse. Just afterwards, Buddy Rich was a guest on the show. And, well, my jaw just dropped, you know, and that was it. I had to play drums. I just like playing music. I like creating it. I like playing it. Just something I like to do. That's me in there. That's pretty cool. Try to practice every day. Sometimes it's not feasible, but I'll practice technique, I'll practice songs, I'll play along to all kinds of genres just to get an idea of different styles. And of course, listening to music. Songs like Red Rubber Ball, that's going way back. The Beatles, the Doors. My mother used to have a little AM radio, clock radio. I always sat on top of the fridge, and the radio was always playing music. And I remember listening, and it really caught my eye. And then we started getting albums for our birthdays. My sister got School's Out by Alice Cooper, and Babe Ruth, First Base. And now we're getting into the albums, and we play them all day long on the record player. Musicians that inspire me now would have to be ones that are really good at their instrument, no matter what genre. That inspires me to get better. That would have to be 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago, I believe. And that was, we were like 13 or 14 years old, and my drum set was a snare drum and a little side cymbal I got for Christmas. And we played it live to all the neighborhood kids. It was pretty funny, actually, but it was fun. Listening to music, we did that a lot as teenagers. We all started to get good combinations of albums. One of the older kids actually finished high school, and he had an apartment in the area, quadraphonic stereo. We'd go there on Friday night, and one night he put on an album called Bridge of Sighs by Robin Trower. That was pretty mind-blowing for me. Present time, it would probably have to be an album by a Christian band called Need to Breathe. The music, this band's been together for 15 or so years. They use all kinds of instruments, from banjos to you name it. And the message and the music is just simply awesome. on and off for about 10 years. It was in 2004 I picked up the drum kit again after it was stuck away for about 15-20 years collecting dust. I decided to set it up one day, and well, it's been in and out of bands for the last 10-12 years. Anything from alternative to heavy metal to rock and roll. Now the CARSON Cole Band, which is a good mix of a lot of genres, which I enjoy. It's challenging. I think it'd be both and more. Usually there are storytelling in some songs. Others can be without lyrics and still be emotional. It's the feeling that comes out of the music and goes into it, and it's what people read it as. I don't know if I can thrive as a musician, but working at it. It's kind of tough in these days to really thrive at it. It's quite competitive out there, but you can just give it your best go and see what happens. But you do have to treat it like a business, have a business plan, and execute it, and have a good product. I enjoy the creative. I love making original songs. Recording of it is a different story. That's can be tedious, but it does tighten up the band, and playing live is like the icing on the cake to me. No, I try to visualize a good show, be positive, and I should warm up. A band called the Bastards from Pluto. We played at an acreage party on an old trailer. It was awesome, really, because people are out front and yahooing and clapping and cheering, and it's like, this is fun. I like this. CARSON songs, they go from like club disco kind of stuff to hard rock and roll to folky storytelling, which requires a lot of changes in technique, and actually some areas of the drum playing I have to teach myself or seek someone to show me how to play the actual parts, which I like. Don't believe in charms. I usually say a prayer and try to do some warm-up exercises, but no, not really no rituals. I do know that sometimes after performing and you get off stage and you go to get another glass of water or something, some people I don't know will come up to you and say, "Hey man, that was awesome," or I guess people watching us play, they become fans and then they express what they like to you. Probably the worst gig would be where you're playing with somebody else's equipment and you're actually using your foot to kick the drum because there's no kick drum beater there. And you're adjusting the drum kit between every song. Playing Reds with a band called Burned in 2005. But recently playing the Roadhouse here in Edmonton with the CARSON band. Big stage, great sound, and that was really satisfying. Lots of a full house. That really inspires when the place is packed. Don't have much experience on the road, but what experience I have had is, well, you're away from home. You're in a hotel room, and you know, unless they got a kitchenette, you got to go buy restaurant food, and you're just not at home in your own castle. Trying to keep on top of it, practicing either on your instrument, getting better with it, and with the band. And yeah, if people are working, it's hard to get the time to get together, and everyone's busy. But yeah, practicing.